Time to practice.
What's up, Bills Mafia? Maddy Glab here. The Bills have been hard at work this offseason with OTAs and mandatory minicamp just finishing up. Training camp is up next, and the season is just 3 months away. But hey, who's counting? I know at this point in the offseason, we're all missing it, so we're gonna look back at the best sound bites and highlights from OTAs and minicamp. While mandatory minicamp and OTAs aren't considered real football yet because the pads aren't popping, it does serve an important role for the team. When you look at the roster and the coaching staff, there's a whole lot of newness that's going to be in this building come 2022. And it really starts with the coaching staff. Bills head coach Sean McDermott says OTAs and minicamp are important because it's a time for the guys to start the chemistry and also get comfortable with the offense and defense.
I think the chemistry is big, you know, a chemistry of just getting to know one another, building that trust that needs to be there because there are new pieces to it, as well as the coach-player relationship amongst the new pieces that we have in the coaching staff as well. So all of that is important, that gelling of the team this time of year. And it'll continue on through training camp. And then we do have some new players that really need to get up to speed on our systems, offensively, defensively, special teams, so that then when they go into the off season, that 3 or 4 week period there, that they can really rely on that notebook to study and enhance what they do when they come back in training camp.
One of the newest additions to the coaching staff this season, although he's not entirely new, is Ken Dorsey as he moves from quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator. Bills head coach Sean McDermott believes Dorsey puts them light years ahead of things because he already knows player strengths and a lot of things that work on this offense.
Whenever you come in, you always have your spin on things and your way of doing things. So, you know, are there going to be some different things? Probably. Are there going to be a lot of stuff that's the same? Probably. You know, it's just you never really know kind of how a season's going to unfold until the first couple weeks. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, until then you just don't have a full grasp of like those new pieces, that the personnel that you've got. Like, what do you do, you know, extremely well when the bullets start flying and everything like that, you know? So you have a vision, but what I think the most successful coaches do is, yeah, they have that vision, but they're able to adjust and do some different things kind of as the season unfolds and declares.
You know, he's played quarterback. He understands what it's like when we're back there. So to have that open relationship and the rapport with him, and then for him to understand what we're seeing at the same time and not just expecting us to do something that, you know, he hasn't or he wouldn't do, I think is the main, you know, the most important thing, and he's been doing a really good job with it.
It kind of feels like we blinked and Josh Allen is already entering his 5th NFL season. Kind of crazy, right? Well, QB1 has given us so much in just 4 short years in the NFL. Lots of touchdowns scored, lots of celebrations, and one awesome NFL offense. But Josh Allen thinks this offense keeps getting better and better as more playmakers get introduced to being a Buffalo Bill. This year, he wants to focus on throwing guys open.
Main thing is still limiting turnovers, limiting bad decisions, and then ball placement on some of the underneath routes, allowing guys to get more yak. You know, last year I don't think we were very good in that department, so it's kind of on me to put the ball where it needs to be and allow our guys to utilize their legs and run after catch. So again, I think those are the 2 most important things, and still just trying to develop that relationship with Dors and understand why he's calling certain things in certain situations, and that comes with live reps. We got guys all over the field that can make some plays now, and you know, if you look at the depth from the running backs to the tight ends to the receivers, you know, guys that just have shown they've made plays in the league before, and we got some rookies that are coming along and continuing to improve and impress some of these coaches.
He's here. Von Miller suited up in a Bills uniform for the first time during OTAs and also participated in mandatory minicamp. The 12-year vet jumped in right away, helping out with the younger defensive linemen while also picking up the defense himself.
he shows that he still has flashes to be able to be a premier pass rusher, as we watched him in practice, and we saw it on tape at the end of their season when he played, even in the Super Bowl, in their playoff stretch. He really gave him a lot down the stretch. So he's a Hall of Fame caliber player for sure, and we're looking forward to him helping our pass rush and helping our defense overall.
This organization wants the Super Bowl. It's a win-win for both sides. Yeah, I just want to be a part of something special. This is a special team. You know, they're right on the edge, and I just wanted to be that last drop to, you know, overflow these guys, man, because Bills Mafia's been waiting for it. You know, Buffalo's been waiting for it, and it'll be crazy if we can go out there and get it done.
The Bills' defensive line has a few young players in A.J. Epinesa, Greg Rousseau, and Boogie Basham who could have bigger roles this season. Bills' defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier believes it's time for them to step up and show some consistency. Bills head coach Sean McDermott believes this could be their biggest offseason yet.
But this is going to be a big offseason for those guys. I mean, they're in a position where they have to, we need them to really grow and develop and make a mark on our defense, and not just in a supporting role, but in a primary role.
I'm ready for it. I'd say 100%, and I feel like when it comes to expectations, you can't look like, all right, we got to win this many games or I got to get this many sacks. I feel like you just got to come to work every day and know that your best is needed, and you got to put your best foot forward and just keep on chipping away, keep on working, and you'll be successful.
I mean, it's just something that we got to believe in ourselves, and we have the confidence in ourselves and know that we can make plays and we can take that next step. That's really what it's about, and we're all looking forward to this camp. When we get pads on, we can really show the strides we've taken.
A tradition unlike any other. The cornerback battle that happens every single offseason. Dane Jackson showed what he had last season after he stepped in for Tre'Davious White when he got hurt. And then the Bills drafted a physical corner in first-rounder Kaiir Elam. These two should make for a great camp competition and have already popped in different ways during OTAs and minicamp. Who knows, these two could be on the field when the season starts as White continues to rehab from that ACL injury. There's no timetable on his return, but White's definitely been getting after it. Here's the latest on Jackson, Elam, and White.
Yeah, Dane's a winner. Whether it was his first season, Jay, when he played through splashes of time, he went out there and performed, and that's hard to do as a rookie. Last season as well. Trey goes down, Dane steps in, finished off the Saints game, and didn't miss a beat. So are there things he can do better? Yeah, and he's working his butt off to do that.
You know, I've been fortunate enough to see some of the stuff he's been doing. He's working his ass off, and I know I will put every single penny I have on Tre'Davious coming back being a better player, just because I'm that confident in him. And you can already tell he just listens. He pays attention. You know, I don't know necessarily like who he was coached, his upbringing, all that type of stuff, but they definitely taught him well, coached him well, because he's all ears. He's trying to pick you. You can tell as I'm saying stuff, he's taking mental notes, and that's how Tre'Davious was. You know, when he first got here, he was battling on the football field, which Kay's doing, but also just learning from his mistakes and learning from the older guys.
One of the bigger storylines from OTAs was the absence of safety Jordan Poyer. But don't worry, he showed up ready to go and in good shape for mandatory minicamp. It was obvious that the team missed his presence, but they were elated to have him back on the field.
It's important. He's one of the leaders of our team. You know, it's good to see his face in here, you know, on a personal level, and then just to get him around the team, and I'm sure those guys are happy to see him as well. So it looks like he's been working, and we're looking forward to spending some time with him the next couple of days.
I'm glad that he's here, and we missed him. We missed him in OTAs. I know he missed being here. So again, he's all pro, and when he's on the field, he's one of the best, if not the best safeties. And we got the best safety tandem in the league, and I've said that since I've been here, and I'm going to continue to say that.
Well, obviously he's a big part of this defense. When he's not here, it's different. It's different whether it's making calls, getting guys lined up, making plays, being a leader. You know, it's different. That's a guy I feel like you can't replace. So, you know, to have him back is you know, a big part of the puzzle that we have on defense, and just going to move us in the right direction.
Hear that? Peace and quiet here at One Bills Drive. That's because players and coaches are off for the next 5 weeks before they hit the ground running at training camp. I mean, you deserve the next 5 weeks off. Maybe not 5, but the next couple weeks off to get yourself ready for what will be an epic season. One thing that's for sure, these guys are already excited for training camp in less than a month.
I love going there. I love spending time in the dorm rooms with teammates and playing cards and video games and hanging out and spending really every waking second together with the guys, and I think that helps build camaraderie and a really good team chemistry that you can't get otherwise. So it'll be fun to get back. I know the fans in Rochester are probably excited about it.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks for reliving OTAs and mandatory minicamp with us. Next up, training camp in Rochester. We'll see you guys there.